It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And yes, he is the greatest, Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach. And facing him, Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 240 pounds with a reach of 81 inches.
Nobody knows who.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. And there's the bell to start the round. You'd like to see more jabs. He threw a punch and just got countered. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Just misses with that uppercut. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. So much for boxing. This is a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They exchange punches. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Nice counter. And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count.
Oh, he's down, he's down. Is he going to get up? He's staggering.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it. No one would have blamed him if he didn't get up, but here we go again, and this could get ugly.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot. Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
And he scores with the counter. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. You've got to wonder how big... They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
That hook was off target. What a punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. No, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. A perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bowe, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook doesn't score. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. Solid punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. At this point, you got... And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That jab won't score. Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Caught him. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Just missed with that hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Just misses with that uppercut. Good counter punch. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Just missed with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch changes so much for the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. That punch scores. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure. And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The jab not finding its target. That counter shot lands. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Tom? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Oh my goodness, they're that little Yorkshire Terriers. They're never going to give up.
So much firepower here. You don't want to trade shots. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
The referee calling for seconds out. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because somebody's going to get hurt.
And now going for the finish.
Oh, I heard that, never but I saw it.
Didn't wait too long. Here was the defense.
Oh, what a shot. He's...
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit. So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make. What now is about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Well done with that counter shot. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Nice punch. Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. That uppercut just missed. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level. Why weren't they covering up?
He's dazed. Where should he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. That counter shot lands. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of defense here at all. And that hook misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for... They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Nice exchange here from both men.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. He gets out of the way of that left hand. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
These punches coming from every angle. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Nobody home with that hook.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree, I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward